Hey guys, and welcome back to Cruising with Matthew, and today I'm going to be celebrating the long-awaited arrival of P&O Cruises' newest ship Iona into her home port of Southampton. In this video, I'm going to be looking back on Iona's construction as well as talking about her naming ceremony and the fantastic features that you can expect on board. So I really hope you enjoy this video. So on Sunday the 16th of May 2021, P&O Cruises welcomed Iona, the newest ship within the P&O Cruises fleet, into the port of Southampton, and befitting a British cruise ship, the weather was cold, windy and wet. And even though the weather wasn't ideal, it couldn't dampen the spirits of everyone who was watching. Now, thanks to the YouTuber Solent Ships, I, as well as many other people, watched on a live stream as Iona made her way up the Solent and arrived into Southampton with a fabulous water salute as she went. And the arrival of a new ship is always exciting, but due to COVID-19 it has been a long journey. Now, Carnival Corporation announced on the 6th of September 2016 that a new ship was being planned for P&O, and this would be the largest ship within P&O's history, and also the first ever cruise ship built for the UK to be supplied with liquefied natural gas. Now, construction started on the then unnamed ship with a steel cutting ceremony in Papenburg on the 25th of April 2018, and this was attended by the President Paul Ludlow, and this really marked the build-up of expectation of the new ship. And on the 29th of May 2019, the ship's keel was laid, and as a sign of good luck, a coin was placed, and this was from the Isle of Iona's Abbey, as well as a piece of green marble from the island itself, which I think is a really nice touch. Now, fast forward to the 14th of February 2020, she was finally floated out, and then on the 18th of March commenced her River Ems convergence to Eemshaven, where her fitting out would then continue. And although sea trials were planned in the North Sea, as well as a maiden season around the Norwegian fjords from May 2020, we all know what happened with COVID-19. And Iona's final fitting out and delivery was delayed, and it wouldn't be until the 9th of October 2020 that P&O officially took delivery of her. Now, with restrictions in the United Kingdom as well as globally, it would take until the 16th of May on that very soggy day that Iona would finally arrive into Southampton. And seeing Iona finally in Southampton was such a big moment and really indicated that cruising is restarting within the United Kingdom. Now, she was named the very same day in quite a unique naming ceremony, as the whole experience was live streamed to individuals such as myself or people who were going on the cruise or in the higher tiers of P&O's loyalty program, and this totaled 25,000 people. And I really hope that even when the COVID-19 restrictions lift, I think that they should always have this, because it really helped build up a sense of occasion for everyone and made you feel more involved and invested in the naming of the ship. And the naming ceremony, I think, was really well done given the restrictions within the UK at that time. And the event was hosted by Joe Wiley and featured quite a moving speech from the president of P&O Cruises, Paul Ludlow, who had stated that it had been 427 days since COVID had halted P&O's operations, and the arrival of Iona signified a new beginning and also a new hope for the cruise industry. And I can't think of any industry that has been forced to pause for that length of time, and the fact that we're still able to enjoy new ships coming onto the scene across the cruise industry really shows the strength of this industry. So that was quite a moving moment. And this was furthered by the fact that we had the Commonwealth Youth Orchestra and Choir, as well as Mika Paris singing Believe, created to celebrate the Commonwealth's 70th anniversary in 2019. And at this point I was getting quite emotional, and then eventually we had this beautiful light show orchestrated by some of the crew on the bow of Iona, and that set me off. I was crying like nobody's business. And then we had Gary Barlow, who is going to be Iona's music director, performing some hits such as Greatest Day and Rule the World. And as he was performing this set, Iona's godmother took to the stage. Now, this was Dame Irene Hayes, who is chair of Hayes Travel, Britain's largest independent travel agency, and I think they couldn't have picked a better person, because I feel like this was P&O's nod to the travel industry and kind of summed up the solidarity the whole travel industry has had with each other as they've collectively struggled since the COVID-19 pandemic started. And she was invited to name Iona by the captain, the famous Wesley Dunlop. He is going to be a fantastic individual to captain Iona because I had him on Britannia in 2018 and he was full of energy, and I can't think of a better person to sail Iona's maiden season with. Now, I held my breath when Dame Irene Hayes pressed the button to release the bottle to see if it smashed against Iona's hull, as if it didn't, then that is often considered a sign of bad luck. But luckily, the Nebuchadnezzar bottle of Britpop British cider, which is equivalent to 20 750ml bottles, smashed against Iona's hull, wishing her good luck for the future. And this was the climax of the night, and it was just a really nice feel-good moment for everyone who was watching, because I think it just summed up the optimism the cruise industry has for this summer, and I think P&O did a very good job given the restrictions at the time. Now, Iona is going to welcome guests on the 7th of August, where she's going to commence 7-night cruises around the UK, and her maiden cruise is going to consist of coastal cruising to Scotland around the Inner Hebrides, as well as anchoring off the island of Iona, for which she was named, which I think is going to be quite a nice touch for those lucky enough to be on the maiden. She will then sail 7-night cruises to nowhere, which are going to consist exclusively of sea days, which will alternate between visiting the Scottish Highlands, as well as voyages to the Sun, which is going to be cruising past the Channel Islands as well as along the coast of France. And I'm going to go on one of these Sun cruises on the 28th of August, and I'm so excited, and that day can't come soon enough. In her normal operating capacity, without social distancing, she is designed to operate with 5,200 passengers and 1,800 crew. She has 15 passenger decks and 19 decks in total, and has a top speed of 17 knots. Now, Iona's grand atrium is absolutely stunning from the looks of these pictures. It will span 3 decks and feature a variety of bars and cafes, and the best feature, I feel, is the use of these large glass windows which allow you to enjoy the views of the seas. I feel like this is going to be a really light, airy space, and nearby is the very aptly named Vista's Coffee Bar, and I am very much imagining that I'm going to plonk myself there during the sea days, that's for certain. And in the evening, there's also places like the Emerald Bar, which is going to offer a variety of cocktails, and quite a cool feature that P&O said is that the Grand Atrium is going to be the site of some impromptu musical performances and also aerial shows. So I feel like they're going to make the most out of this unique space, and I'm sure it'll be amazing. Now, there are more than 30 places to eat or drink, so you're definitely going to be spoilt for choice. Now, I really like that they brought back Anderson's, and this is very much a nod to Arthur Anderson, who was the co-founder of the Peninsula and Oriental Steam Navigation Company, the name of the company which would ultimately become P&O Cruises, and iterations of this have appeared on other ships such as Aurora, so I feel like that's quite a nice touch by P&O, and will focus on gins and will offer one very unique gin, and that is the Maribel gin, which has been created for P&O Cruises by Salcombe Distilling Company, which will actually have its own distillery on the ship. So I think this is quite a quirky and cool feature. Now, I also love the fact that the crow's nest is reappearing on board Iona, and this is going to be a gorgeous forward-facing bar overlooking the bow, and I love spending an evening in this bar on the other P&O ships because you get to relax listening to a pianist play your favourite music whilst you're drinking a cocktail, and there really isn't a better way to spend an evening in my opinion. There's also a new bar known as the 710 Club, and this is named after Iona's shipyard number and will feature performances by a resident band which will have been guided by Gary Barlow as Iona's music director, so I feel like this will be quite a unique space. Now, moving to the dining options on board, there are your usual things such as the main dining rooms as well as the Horizon Buffet. A new feature by P&O and inclusive within your fare is the Keys, which is essentially going to offer a piazza of different food options that you can try. So there will be Fusion, which is going to feature Asian style food, as well as Hook, Line and Vinegar, which as you guess is going to feature things like fish and chips, and American style classics such as hot dogs and burgers will be available at the Boardwalk Diner. and I really like this is going to be included within your fare and will mean that you're able to try a variety of different foods, so that will be really good. Now, if you're wanting to celebrate an occasion, there's a huge range of extra charge specialty dining options. Now, there are going to be favourites such as Sindhu, which is going to offer British Indian fusion dishes, and this is popular on the other P&O ships because us Brits always love a curry, and I've heard fantastic reviews, so definitely something to consider. There's also going to be the Glass House. Now, this is situated in the atrium and offers a range of yummy looking foods depending on how hungry you're feeling, and these can include light bites, full meals, or even sliders, so you can have different styles of certain foods. There will also be a selection of wines and other drinks from Ollie Smith, who is one of P&O Cruises' food heroes, so I imagine this will be quite a popular venue on board. Now, new to Iona are things such as the Keel and Cow. Now, this is designed as a gastropub and is also located within the atrium and will feature things such as black pudding, Scotch eggs, and also a signature beef and stout burger. Now, the Keel and Cow, as the name suggests, will also feature a number of steak options, and this is something that I will definitely want to try when I get on board in August. Now, a ship the size of Iona also has a range of entertainment options. There's a variety of pools on board, with the largest being underneath the sky dome. Now, this will offer a fabulous place to relax whatever the weather, which, considering how volatile the British summertime can be, will probably be well utilised during these domestic cruises. And what is really cool is the fact that this will turn into an entertainment venue at night, and again is going to feature aerial shows as well as a set called I Believe in a Thing Called Rock, which will feature a variety of well-known rock songs performed by the Headliners Theatre Company as well as the resident band Pulse. The Sky Dome will also feature Ignite, which is a DJ party set by Alex James, and will feature things such as laser lights during the show as well. Now, in the aft of the ship there are two gorgeous infinity pools at the stern, which would be incredible when the ship is underway. At the very front of the ship there is also the smaller beachcomber pool and bar, and this looks like it's going to be a nice relaxed spot away from the hustle and bustle of other areas of the ship. Iona is also going to feature a fully fitted gym and also the Oasis Spa for those individuals wanting a bit of pampering. Now, an area that I'm super excited to see for myself is going to be the Headliners Theatre. Now, this will feature performances by the Headliners Theatre Company, and they are going to feature even more new shows such as Festival, which is going to offer songs from all the festivals at the past and seems like it's going to be lots of good fun. There will also be returning favourites such as things like Astonishing. Now, if you're wanting to watch a couple of movies, then there will also be the Ocean Studios. Now, this is a completely new concept for Iona, and Ocean Studios is essentially a 4-cinema complex offering a variety of films, and there will be popcorn, drinks, and even ice cream on offer. And so I'm not entirely sure if I would utilise this myself, but especially for families and things like that, it would be really popular. Now, Iona also offers a variety of cabins to suit every budget, ranging from inside to outside, balcony and suites. But a new option on board Iona and also her sister ship Avia is going to be the Conservatory Mini Suite, and this offers a section of the cabin which can be opened up into a balcony and seems to be a variation on the infinite balconies on board the Celebrity Edge class. So I'm looking forward to seeing what people think about those cabins on Iona. The arrival of Iona has been a long time coming, and I really feel this has built up the excitement, especially seeing her in Southampton at long last. Iona is promising to be one of the most exciting ships I've ever been on, and I can't wait to share it all with you when I get to go on her in August. So, I really hope you enjoyed my video talking all about Iona. If you have, please like and subscribe because it's always appreciated. If you want to know more about Cruising with Matthew, take a look at some of my social media links which are in the description below. I hope that you're all doing well at the moment, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. So until next time, this is Cruising with Matthew, and thank you so much for watching.